school, weren't you?
Not so much, no.
Well, let's talk about what areas of town are hot. I know you specialize in certain areas, and what do you see going on out there right now?
Inside the loop is always going to be hot. You're always going to see values rise there. I work Katy and West Houston a lot. I also work Cypress and Sugar Land some. And the one thing, it's really interesting, neighborhoods really have their own intrinsic value. I think Cinco Ranch is probably one of the best brands out there in the business, and they've done a good job developing that. I think that neighborhood's going to be a neighborhood that stays hot. A neighborhood that I see really coming along is Firethorn. They're doing a very good job marketing on the West Houston side. So I kind of look at a neighborhood as marketing. The little neighborhood I live in, Chesterfield, you can really change the values of a neighborhood. When I moved in, square footage was about 58 a square foot. Now it's closer to 80 in just 2 or 3 years because we were able to attract those out-of-state buyers to that neighborhood. So I would say it's more neighborhood-centric almost than area-centric. But one area that I just love is that area straight down Memorial between Beltway 8 or even Gessner and where it ends at Highway 6. I love that stretch, and I think that's going to continue to improve value significantly.
Very, very good. Now, what do you see as some of the bigger challenges that are going on? One of the concerns I have is not a problem in the real estate industry per se, but a perceived problem because of things like the subprime rate and that type of thing. How big of a challenge are you seeing that in terms on real estate?
Our business really hadn't slowed up at all until the last month. I think good news doesn't sell. Bad news sells very well. And we've heard a lot.
Well, unfortunately, it sells what you don't want to sell.
Right. They've been selling bad news a lot. And I think that will affect the rest of the country quite a bit, to be honest. I do see a drop. They say this year is going to be the first year nationally that property values will drop. And I think people do take a lot of their pride from their property value. So I think there are going to be some problems. But people in Houston could kind of be assured, especially in older homes. A lot of those older homes, you can't replace them. You can't rebuild them. Again, you know this better than I do, Mark. You can't rebuild those homes for what they're selling for now. So property values here can only fall so much. I don't think they are. I think this is going to be one of the most stable markets in the country. And saying that, is the next 3 or 4 months going to be tough? Absolutely. But I think we bounce back quicker than the rest of the country.
Tim, I just wanted you to have the opportunity to give your phone number. Of course, I do want to mention, most importantly, is at HoustonBusinessHour.com. You click What's New, and I've got contact information for all of our guests today, and including contact information for You Build It. But go ahead and give your number real quick because people don't feel like they've covered everything if they haven't done that on the show.
Super. I'm easy to find. You can reach me at 713-822-2152. One thing I do want to say, if you go to our website, www.ctimsell.com, real easy, like C Dick Run when you're a kid, SEETIMSELL.com, there's a free neighborhood link. You can click on it and get information on the property in your neighborhood.
Great. Glad to have you with us. When we come back, we're going to have a lot more for you right here on CNN 650.